Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
নিবেদন করি প্রভু তোমার চরণে, নিবেদন করি প্রভু তোমার চরণে, পতিত অধম আমি জানে ত্রিভুবনে, পতিত অধম আমি জানে ত্রিভুবনে, আমা সম পাপী নাহি জগত ভিতরে, আমা সম পাপী নাহি জগত ভিতরে, মাম সময় অপরাধী নাহি কো সংসারে, সেই সব পাবার অপরাধ আমি, সেই সব পাবার অপরাধ আমি, পরিহারে পাই লজ্জা সব জানো তুমি, পরিহারে পাই লজ্জা সব জানো তুমি, তুমি বিনা কার আমি লইব শরণ, তুমি বিনা কার আমি লইব শরণ, তুমি সর্বেশ্বরেশ্বর ব্রজেন্দ্র নন্দ, জগত তোমার নাম, তুমি সর্বময়, জগত তোমার নাম, তুমি সর্বময়, তোমা প্রতি অপরাধ তুমি করো ক্ষয়, তোমা প্রতি অপরাধ তুমি করো ক্ষয়, তুমি তো স্খলিত পদ জনের আশ্রয়, আছে দয়াময়। সেই রূপ তব রাধি জানা যত, সেই রূপ তব রাধি জানা যত, তোমার শরণাগত হইবে সতত, তোমার শরণাগত হইবে সতত। ভকতি বিনোদ এবে লইয়া শরণ, ভকতি বিনোদ এবে লইয়া শরণ, তুয়া পদে করে আত্মসমর্পণ, তুয়া পদে করে আত্মসমর্পণ, নিবেদন করি প্রভু তোমার চরণে, পতিত অধময় আমি জানে ত্রিভুবনে, পতিত অধময় আমি জানে ত্রিভুবনে।
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for waiting. I'm 2 minutes late. Sorry. So I'm not gonna take a chance to mention everybody's name, but I deeply appreciate your attendance. As I was saying in the meditation time about the health situation and other things, also I would like to share with you something similar to that. It says the watch live to 100 secret. This is Netflix is having those 4-part series where it shows that how naturally people in Japan are, every single person in that community are living over 100 years with no medicine, nothing else. Live to 100. It's called Secrets of the Blue Zones. It's a 4-part series available on Netflix. I think every one of you must watch this to get convinced what our body can do, healing process and everything. So that was something very sublime. Also today, is the appearance day of our great personality, Advaita Acharya. Without his mercy, we have not received the holy name. So we should be totally in debt to Advaita Acharya, particularly on his appearance day, because they are ready to bestow all the mercy if we sincerely seek out for the mercy. These are all magnanimous personality. They can appear within our heart in a moment if we sincerely pray at the divine lotus feet, and can destroy all the darkness, illusion, and misgivings that we have been carrying for millions and millions of life. And every life we have done the same thing. We come up to the standard some level and we miss the boat. How many times are we gonna keep on coming? And do you think that there will be a better situation will come? Who knows? Maybe worst. So take full advantage of this purpose that we have come in this material world. All of the things is not that important. So we pray at the divine lotus feet of Advaita Acharya Prabhu to give us the sincere sense of responsibility. Disciple means discipline. If we cannot create the discipline in our life, how can we say I'm a disciple of so and so? And it says no matter how good your guru is, how good the ISKCON is, but if you cannot put your own effort, there is no way we can cross over this nation's material existence. So heavily spreading in this material world. Everything is so thick. So to get through these thick barriers, we have to be so vigilant and so determined and keep that association of those personality that they are remain fixed no matter what happened in their life. They never miss chanting no matter what happened. They showed up at the right time, even though they have sleep or not sleep. They are sick or unsick. They are happy or distressed. Nothing should bother our journey of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There should be no excuse. Why we want to give an excuse? And you know, I understand that you give excuse, you become late. But tell me, how many days you even come 1 hour earlier than your time? Not even a one day. But today I was proud. Our dear daughter Saloni joined very early. I asked her, Saloni, what happened to you? And she said, Uncle, I just want to try it out. Look at the young girl. We can learn from everybody. Everybody is a wonderful devotees of Krishna. So let's glorify Advaita Acharya. In the first 11 verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami thus discusses Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Sri Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Lord Nityananda as Balram, the first expansion of Krishna. Then in the 12th and 13th verses, he described Advaita Acharya, who is another principal associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and an incarnation of Mahavishnu. Thus, Advaita Acharya is also the Lord, or more precisely, an expansion of the Lord. The word Advaita means non-dual, and his name is such because he is not different from the Supreme Lord. He is also called Acharya, teacher, because he disseminated Krishna consciousness. In this way, he is just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sri Krishna himself, he appeared as a devotee to teach people in general how to love Krishna. Similarly, although Advaita Acharya is the Lord, he appeared just to distribute the knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Thus, he is also the Lord incarnated as a devotee. Chaitanya Charitamrita in introduction says Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu.
Not able to hear you, Prabhu.
Incarnation. And therefore, I offer my obeisances millions of times at his lotus feet. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 1.39 translation goes like this. Advaita Acharya Goswami is an incarnation of Lord as a devotee, and his loud calling was the cause for Krishna's incarnation as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 3.92 translation goes like this. Mahavishnu performed all the function for the creation of the universes, and Sri Advaita Acharya is his direct incarnation. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 6.7. The translation goes like this. Sri Advaita Acharya is Lord Chaitanya's incarnation as a devotee. Therefore, these three tattvas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, and Advaita Gosai, are the predominators or the masters. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 7.13. Translation goes as follows. Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu appeared as an incarnation of a devotee. He is in the category of Krishna, but he descended to this earth to propagate devotional service. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 17.298. Translation goes as follows. O glories to Advaita Prabhu, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He induced Krishna to descend and thus delivered the entire world. Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila 8.4. Translation goes like this. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Prabhu, and Nityanand Prabhu all belongs to the Vishnu Tattva category. Because Lord Chaitanya is an ocean of mercy, he is addressed as Mahaprabhu. Whereas Nityanand and Advaita, being two great personalities who assist Lord Chaitanya, are addressed as Prabhu. Thus, there are two Prabhus and one Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar Goswami is a representative of a perfect Brahman spiritual master, and Srivas Thakur represents a perfect Brahmana devotee. These five are known as the Panchatattva. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 17.301 purport, Prabhupada says, so there are three principles, the Ishwar principle and the Maya principle and the Jiva principle. These three principles, so Advaita Acharya is Ishwar principle, he belongs to the Ishwar group. Even in communist country, they all classless society, but they are also creating a managerial class. They cannot do without that. They could not avoid it. Managers. Why manager? Make classes society, all worker. That is not possible. There must be Ishwar. Ishwar means controller. That is the beginning from the creation Ishwar. So Ishwar, there are innumerable Ishwar forms, as it is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Advaitam Achutam Anadir Ananta Rupam Bhaktirat Brahma Samhita 5.33. Many millions and trillions of Ishwar forms. It is stated in the Bhagavatam that many. How many? How can you calculate? That is compared. Just like in the river or in the ocean, there are waves. But you cannot count how many waves are there. That is not possible. Can you count the waves of the ocean going on day and night? Similarly, in big rivers. So God's incarnation, they are coming out innumerable, just like the waves. But we can understand by the action that He is incarnation of God. So the activity of Advaita Acharya means that he is Ishwar. He called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come down. That is Ishwar. You cannot call the Supreme Personality Godhead to come down. That is not possible. But Ishwar, or one who has attained the power of attorney from Ishwar, he can do that. It is no otherwise possible. Otherwise it is impossible. Krishna Sakti Vina Nahe Nama Prachar. We have to receive the authority from Krishna. Then it is possible to preach the cult of Hare Krishna movement. That means Ishwar. And anyone who attains the power of attorney from Ishwar, he is also Ishwar. That is called power of attorney. He can act on behalf of the proprietor. That is possible. So Advaita Acharya did it. He inaugurated this Krishna consciousness movement. And when he saw that the people are so much misled, they are busy for the bodily necessity of life and completely have forgotten Krishna. He becomes sympathetic. That is Vaishnava behavior. Vaishnavas, they are the best friend of the society. Best friend, Vaishnava. Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibho namo namah. The Vaishnava is always thinking how to deliver these fallen souls who are so much captivated with this false philosophy of hedonism. Eat, drink, be merry, and enjoy. This is called hedonism. So they are always thinking how to deliver them. Advaita Prabhu did it. Therefore he is Ishwar. Prahlad Maharaj did it. And Vaishnava, who is actually feeling for the poor conditioned soul, he must make arrangement for delivering these rascals from the death known of ignorance. Srila Prabhupada gave lecture in Mayapur, April 5th, 1975. Prabhupada says, sometimes Advaita Acharya is called Sadasiv Avatar. The Sadasiv is also expansion of Mahavishnu. So either way you say, incarnation of Sadasiv or Mahavishnu, it doesn't matter. But Advaita Acharya is Ishwar Tattva. He is not Shakti Tattva. He is Ishwar Tattva. And we are all Shakti Tattva. Therefore, there is a big difference. Shakti, Shaktiman, although there is no difference, abhinna, but still Shakti Tattva is superior. Shaktiman Tattva is superior than Shakti Tattva. So in this way, try to understand Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, Advait Prabhu, and Gadadhar and Srivas Adi, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. But they are so kind because they have come to deliver the fallen souls. If you sincerely chant the holy name and their name, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, So Prabhupada said they will be very, very kind to reveal themselves to you, and your path for liberation will be open. Lecture in Mayapur, April 5, 1975. So this is something that we should always try to meditate on, those personality that who has really, really helped us to change the life. So today is a good day to follow in the footsteps of Krishnadas Kaviraj and take shelter of Advaita Gosai, who was the incarnation of a devotee. Lord Chaitanya is devotee, Nityanand is expansion as his devotee, and Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of devotees. When Lord comes, he is always Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this Leela, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead and simultaneously he is Supreme Personality of Devotee. He is combined form of Radha and Krishna. He has special power which even Advaita Acharya did not have. Advaita Acharya could give liberation, but to give love of Godhead is a bit more difficult, which only can Lord Chaitanya can offer. So Advaita Gosai appeared 52 years before Lord Chaitanya in village north of Silhat. We have to go by the helicopter. It's on the bank of Sacred River. It is about 3 miles on the border of India. In the north is Meghalaya. There he was born, and his father is Kuvera and mother is Nabha. Somehow, by the mercy of Advaita Gosai, ISKCON obtained that birthplace. And we have a temple there now. Like that, we are trying to get abandoned holy places in Bangladesh. Somehow, Advaita Gosai, he came to Santipur and simultaneously he had a house in Navadvip. Most of the time he would stay in Santipur. We used to go to same ashram where he stayed on the disciplines of Madhavendra Puri. His house was right on the bank of Ganga, and there he was worshipping Saligram Sila. Meanwhile, Madhavendra Puri, he was heading along the south of Ganga to get sandalwood pulp for his Gopal deity. There was some proper road along Ganga, but he did not like to go because he could encounter sannyasis who addressed him as Narayan. Vaishnavas did not like to be called as God. Although messy along Ganga, Madhavendra Puri preferred to go that route. He happened to walk into the courtyard of Advaita Gosai. Advaita Gosai saw a Vaishnava sannyasi with tridandi, not ekadanda. So he stood up and received Madhavendra Puri, and he begged him to stay and take his meal. Madhavendra Puri would eat only, he asked. Since he was asked, he stopped. They discussed Krishna Katha. Advaita Gosai was so inspired to hear words of Madhavendra Puri. He requested Madhavendra Puri to stay another day, like that, and he stayed for a few days. Advaita Gosai asked for initiation. Then Madhavendra Puri performed initiation ceremony and give him the mantra. Then he proceeded down the Ganga path, and in this way Advaita Gosai was initiated by Madhavendra Puri. We see other day also that Pundarik Mahanidhi was also the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So Advaita Acharya and Pundarik Mahanidhi were the god brothers. Lord Chaitanya got initiated by Ishwar Puri, a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Therefore, Advaita Acharya, his spiritual uncle, as the Pundarik Vidyanidhi also uncle. And we will get into those pastimes later. If you have the time, hang around. If you have to leave, I wish you the blessed day. And uh, I have no word of appreciating everybody join every morning, getting so staunch slowly and slowly. That's what we need to do. This is our human form of life, and I'm so happy that there are so many devotees are becoming sincere. And I'm offering my humble obeisances at the dusk of the lotus feet. So stay happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. Nothing should bring any anxiety in our life. Nothing. We should always be peaceful, always be trying to help other people. Whatever we can do, just guide them and see if they are ready to take it. You can take, they says that you can take the horse to the river with all good intentions. But if they not want to drink, you can't force them. Do your part and leave rest to Krishna. But always jubilant, whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful and no anxiety, no suffering, no distress, and no medical problems. Haribol. And we can live this world very happily, enjoying up to the last minute the meal you want to eat. You know, it's so nice. Chant Hare Krishna, whatever you want to do. Glorious death is awaiting us. You know, we have to be prepared because anytime that call can come and we should be prepared. So we will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And if you cannot join at 2 o'clock, then join at your convenient time. But wish you all the best. And whoever can hang around, this class will go longer. But anyway, we are chanting until 8 o'clock, so I don't think that it will go later on 8, but we will see how it goes. So thank you very much, brother and sister, father and mother, and the children, very dear to me. Children, I really liked it, that how fortunate they are that they have taken a birth in the devotee family. Help them, guide them, groom them, go to the bed early and let them wake up and study in the morning. Become a brilliant student and leaders of the society. So much potential is there, but we are so happy sleeping in the bed. That's the worst thing we can do in spiritual life. So those dear devotee who wants to hang around, we will continue. Advaita Gosai wanted the Supreme Lord himself to descend so that he can distribute pure love of Krishna. He decided that he would offer Tulsi and Ganga water to Saligram Sila. He would fast and loudly call out the holy names. His loud chanting pierced the whole universe. In this way, he was crying, chanting, fasting, and offering Ganga water and Tulsi leaves to that Sila. That Sila is still available for darshan in Santipur. It is not in the ashram, but in a different place. So Lord somehow or other sent message to Advaita Gosai that he is coming. Advaita Acharya was very, very happy and said, my name is Advaita, non-different. So he must come. He must come. When Lord Chaitanya sent message, he felt his desire is fulfilled. Then Lord Chaitanya in the womb of Mother Sati waited for the Purnima or full moon day in the month of Falgun to appear. There was a lunar eclipse. All the people were taking bath in the Ganga on the eclipse and they were chanting the holy names loudly. Smartas Brahmana has told the people that it is offensive to chant the holy name of the Lord loudly. Look at these Smartas. I hope they give up this business. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj fought so many times with these Sparta Brahmanas to put our disciplic succession in the proper footstep. we should bow down to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj and beg the mercy at his lotus feet. Great personalities. So it is all right to chant the holy name loudly as Ganga is pure, Prabhupada says. Everyone were chanting Govinda, Mukunda, Hare Krishna. Srivas Thakur was very blissful. Wow, everyone is chanting. Then who comes? Our Acharya Haridas Thakur. He was in the ashram of Advaita Goswami in Santipur. And somehow when Lord Chaitanya appeared, Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya felt extreme happiness. When you chant, when you invite Krishna in your heart, what else is there in this material world? That happiness we need to taste one time. They started to chant, dance, and Advaita Gosai had two wives, Sachi Devi and Sita Devi. We will call Sita Thakurani. Sri Devi had one son, and Sita Thakurani has 5. So Advaita had 6 sons. Sita Thakurani came to see Lord Chaitanya after a day or 2 of his appearance. She came in palanquin, and Advaita Gosai was leader of the Brahmins. And when Lord Chaitanya appeared, Advaita Gosai was already 52 years old. And Lord Chaitanya stayed for 48 years. And Advaita Gosai was 100-year-old when Lord Chaitanya left. Haribol. Then he stayed for another 25 years after Lord Chaitanya left. 125 years. It's possible, brother, live 100 years happily. Until that time, he did not grow old. We can read that in Puri Rath Yatra, he was dancing. He was 80-year-old and he was dancing, jumping. Sita Thakurani offered various gifts to Lord Chaitanya. And then during Lord Chaitanya's childhood, his elder brother Vishwarup would go to listen to the class of Advaita Gosai. Sometimes Mother Sachi would send Nithami to go and get his brothers. His brother would say Nimai to sit down and listen to the class. And Mother Sachi got nervous. She thought Advaita Gosai would turn my son to a sannyas, which of course did happen, but that was taken as an offense. And then we will see that actually Advaita Acharya is so a thoughtful person, this personality. Always think about the well-being of others. So he made that situation where Thakurani can beg the forgiveness from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forgive her. But that was taken as an offense. So later when Lord Chaitanya has started Sankirtan movement, devotee asked if he would give Benedict Mother Sachi with love of Krishna. He said no. She committed Vaishnava aparadh. All of them then said, how is it? Mother Sachi, she can get Krishna Prem? Lord Chaitanya said she would sometimes criticize Advaita Gosai, that his classes would turn Vishwarup to sannyas, which really did happen. Mother Sachi then asks, how can I get forgiven for the offense? And the Lord said, good, you have to get dust from the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya and beg him forgiveness. All these devotees went to the house of Advaita Acharya and they told him that Mother Sachi had offended you and you have to forgive her so that she can get Krishna Prem. So if you are sincerely seeking the real Krishna Prem, please do not speak ill, do not think ill about anybody. That's not our business. Just think good or then leave the place. But please do not get into putting somebody else down. Krishna doesn't like it. my me offended by Mother Sachi, he started glorifying Mother Sachi and glorifying and glorifying. He became aesthetic, chanting glories of Mother Sachi, and he fainted. Lord Chaitanya shook his head. Oh no, he is never going to forgive you. He doesn't recognize himself to be offended by Mother Sachi. Then she took the dust from his feet, and then she got Krishna Prem Haribol. So one time, Lord Chaitanya thought that he should confirm himself to Advaita Gosai, that he was the person that Advaita Gosai has brought down. So he asked Sri Ram Pandit to see Advaita Gosai and tell him that person for whom he had fasted, he had loudly cried out, for whom he had worshipped Saligram Sila, that person is now in Navadvip. So he should come. And Sriram Pandit went to Advaita Gosai and delivered this message. And Advaita Prabhu danced. I brought him down. I brought him down. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Suddenly he had a mood shift. How do I know that he is really the Lord? He could be tricking me. I'll go and hide in the village. If he is my Lord, he will call me. Then I will pay obeisances. I will look up and then I see him in full spiritual glory. If this confirmation is there, I will know that he is my Lord. Then he saw Sila Thakurani, Sita Thakurani, without a plate. And he asked, what is this for? And she said, just in case, if he is your Lord, good consort. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has described this pastime. Lord Chaitanya called out, Nada, Nada, which means saved up. Nada in Hispanic is nothing, zero, nada. I work with the Mexicans, so I know little different words. Caliente means too hot. So many nice words. They are nice people. Advaita Gosai got this nickname as he's always saved. In commentary, he mentions, although popularity thought that he has a beard, he did not have one. Haribol. So Advaita Gosai came and offered obeisances, and Lord Chaitanya put his lotus feet on Advaita Gosai's head. Advaita Gosai looked up, and all he could see was Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and the whole world was like invisible from the effulgence emanating from Lord Chaitanya. That's the place where Advaita Gosai offered 21-hour arti. Lord Chaitanya revealed to different devotees who they were and give benedictions to different devotees, like Kolavecha Siddhar, man, this wonderful person. I went there and I swept his heart. I felt so blessed that night. It was right, maybe 2 kilometers from the Mayapur Jagannath temple, and Papa Hari's brother's daughter Ganga take us there. And I felt so sublime. They said that actually it was smaller, but when they built this monument, it's now 10 foot by 10 foot. But actually, Kalavech's Sridhar was living in a smaller room. He was selling just the cups made out of the tree leaves. And whatever he made the money, he was giving 50%. And still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bargaining with him to say that, why can't you give me cheaper? This is the glory of the relations with the devotees and Krishna. Very hard to understand. But once they receive this rays of love, they can do anything, give up anything. And these are the practical example. I still can visualize that I'm standing there. There are all the mango trees around, and it's a beautiful place where Sridhar was used to live. Very simple life. He was a cultivator. In Mayapur, he had given Krishna Prem to cultivator, cultivating banana and vegetables. He gave him love of Krishna. So I would tell how Lord Chaitanya gave mercy to Mayapur cultivators. Something to think about. We think cultivators are simple people, but they got the mercy of the Lord Chaitanya. Like this, Advaita Gosai was offering Arti to Lord Chaitanya for how long? 21 hours. No food, no drinking water, no sitting, no sleeping. Can we at least do one day? Haribo. So Advaita knew that Lord Chaitanya was Krishna himself, and Krishna was worshipable to him. He offered Lord Chaitanya his respect, and Lord Chaitanya in his lila, he was like a grand disciple of Advaita Gosai. This disturbed Advaita Gosai. Many lilas were happening based on this. Once, Lord Chaitanya fell unconscious in ecstasy. And Advaita Gosai took the opportunity and took some dust of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya awoke and said, "Someone has stolen my Krishna Prem." He ran and jumped into the Ganga. Everyone arrived there. Lord Nityanand also jumped in Ganga. Everyone saw two circles in the water. It was a night time, and they swam a kilometer away in the water, and they came to Goswami Ghat, and I arrived at Nandan Acharya's house and stayed there. Devotees thought that Lord Chaitanya has left, and Advaita Prabhu was crying and rolling in the ground. Another time, the pastime between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Gosai. Advaita Gosai started to give yoga Visishta lectures. And he wrote a book on this. This book is not read by Vaishnavas as it contains Mayavad. He was propounding Mayavad. So later Chaitanya came with stick and chased him. I want to let you speak on these bogus things. But Advaita was very happy inside. Finally, you treated me as junior, Lord Chaitanya said. Never lecture on the Mayavad again. There is another also pastime that Lord Chaitanya took sannyas and wanted to go to Vrindavan. And Lord Nityananda tricked him to head south. And when they got to Santipur, he saw Advaita Gosai crossing the river. And he thought what Advaita Gosai is doing in Vrindavan. Then he realized that I'm in Santipur, I'm cheated. So then the whole pastime of taking prasad in Advaita Acharya's house and meeting of Mother Sachi happened there. Like this, after 10 years, Lord Chaitanya returned to Bengal. He delivered Rupa and Sanatan and went up to Kanai Sala. He also visited Santipur, and he happened to be there on Govinda Dwadasi, which falls prior to Gaur Purnima. He saw a great feast Advaita Gosai is making to celebrate the disappearance of Madhavendra Puri, spiritual master. That's when Lord Chaitanya said, on this tithi, whoever takes prasad will get devotion to Govinda. That's why we go every year to distribute prasad to get Govinda Bhakti. One of the branches of the Advaita Acharya, there are the main trunk, Nityanand, Prabhu and Advaita. And then we read the third main branch is Pundrik Vidyanidhi. And then his disciple, Gadadhar Pandit, has also big trunk of Chaitanya tree. Wonderful, wonderful, exalted personality. So another branch of Advaita Acharya is Kamalkara Biswas. We have Biswas families joining. Atulya Mataji is their karmi. Last name is Biswas. We see the name. If Radha has joined, Radha always put Radha Biswas. I don't know she's there or not. Maybe not. But she always write Biswas. Anyway, let's continue. He is regularly assisting Advaita Gosai as his secretary. And he visited Puri a little before Advaita Gosai. And he sent a note to Prataprudra, the king, stating that Advaita Acharya is an incarnation of the Lord. And he had a debt of 300 rupees. So please kindly pay that debt. Lord Chaitanya received this news and he said, you are saying Advaita Acharya is an incarnation? That's all right. But he has a debt. It is bog. He is up sampradaya, totally bogus. Kamalkar does not know what is right and what is wrong, like we do in our life. We don't know. Otherwise, why we do wrong things? He said, Govinda, the dear servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he should not see me. Advaita Gosai arrived and he became blissful, just seeing the Lord. How Supreme Lord, who is equal to all, who has no friend or enemy, how he has shown this special favor to my secretary, that we should take the punishment of the Lord as his mercy. That's the purport of this lila. How is that you give greater mercy to my secretary than me? You chase me, but never abandon me. Then Lord Chaitanya smiled and said, bring him. Krishnadas Kaviraj says that if I write all these pastimes, then it will make the bus too long. Some pastimes could not be understood. Somehow, Advaita Acharya felt doubly cheated. That Lord abandoned Kamalkar Biswas and then forgive him. Like this, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda and Swarup Damodar were bathing in Narendra Sarovar, which is very close to this Jagannath temple. It's so nice. We went there at the night time. So soothing, wonderful place, splashing at each other. It says that the Vaishnava is generally serious, but sometimes they also joke. Haribol. There are varieties of pastime Advaita Acharya had. If you discuss Achyutanand and others, it will take hours and hours to discuss these pastimes. And out of his 6 sons, 3 were devoted to Lord Chaitanya and 3 became Smarta Brahmanas. That is more attached to rules and regulations than to Lord Chaitanya. Srila Prabhupada discussed in the 12th canto on this thing. And we read that I give the class where why Krishna destroyed the Yadi dynasty, because they don't want to leave the family lineage. because they will take advantage. How thoughtful this personality were. And we are totally misled. And we have so much faith in something that doesn't work. They don't want to even give you, not to guarantee, but they will get you in writing that if you die, you cannot sue us. How bogus thing. And we sign happily. Still we pay them. That is mind-boggling. This is, Abhaycharan Prabhu's thought. He shared with me like this. Prabhu, have you seen any place where we go for repair and they don't fix it? We pay them? We don't pay them. But we pay to the doctor even though they kill us. They are the killer of human society. What to say? Let's read wonderful pastime. So Srila Prabhupada discussed in the 12th canto on this. And he used the example of Gaudiya Math. Some disciples stayed loyal to Guru and others speculated and started to do the things that are not authorized by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The separate group is Ashra. For so many years, they were not able to do any significant preaching. How can you preach to anyone when you are bound yourself, where you have not purified your heart? How can you convince somebody? There is no strength. So Gaudiya Math asks me, can you change these chapters actually? And what Prabhupada says, sorry, I cannot touch my Gurudev. Anyone here has guts to change? Srila Prabhupada was giving us instruction to stay loyal at his lotus feet, and also to Gaudiya Math to stay loyal to the lotus feet of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now they do not ask me anymore. Almost all God brothers of Srila Prabhupada are gone. And now who remains are mostly his grand disciple. Srila Prabhupada asks to create an effort for association of Saraswati family. And we have Saraswat Gaudiya Association, and all Gaudiya Math joined except one. We were supposed to have a draft. It is unregistered now, and we should get it registered and give to GBC. Other Gaudiya Math also will give the draft to their management. And let's see, Prabhupada says what happens. So today is Advaita Saptami. By his mercy, Lord Chaitanya came. We should always remember him prior to any Nam Yagna we do, any festival we do, any service we do. By his appearance, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda appear. Today is a very sacred day. Advaita Gosai is very merciful. By his mercy, one can get the mercy of Gauranga and Nityananda. And it has been predicted that in the 11th canto, that he will come in Kali Yuga, accompanied by his expansions. Lord Nityananda is his first expansion. Advaita is the expansion of his expansion. Virchandra Prabhu is Sirodaksai Vishnu. He did not have weapons of violence. He had weapon of love. His beauty, Mridanga, Kartals, etc., of all these people, Advaita Gosai is the forerunner of everybody. We pray to his lotus feet that we have devotion to Gaur Nitai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I think we finish on time, so we still can maintain our vow to chant Exharam. I have stopped counting my round, how many round I chant every day. I'm counting the clock, how many hours Krishna allowed me to chant.